special about this panel this morning is that it's a group of students and youth, some who are currently in school, some who have recently graduated, who are all active on environmental projects. And they've had an impactful learning experience, whether it be in the classroom or outside of the classroom, that really sparked their inspiration. And so as a way to introduce themselves, what I'd like to do is just invite each one of them, starting with Cecilia, to just talk about what inspired you all to get involved and to make a difference.
Hi, I'm Cecilia from New York in the United States, and I've always been going to camp and learning about nature, and it used to just be a fun activity. And when I entered high school for environmental studies, I learned that how precious nature can be and how dear it is. And so it helped me grow a love to protect it and get others involved.
Hi everyone, I'm Jen from Canada. I'm 18 years old, I just graduated from high school. I got started back in elementary school, I guess. I always had a love for learning about things that can make the world a better place, and that's what I was always interested in. I took a keen interest in learning about the environment, and I guess I was interested in learning about it, and I wanted to talk about it, and I was just always trying to be involved in making it better and being active in school to deal with it.
Hi, I'm Rika. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. What inspired me the most was in 2004 when Hurricane Ivy hit Grenada. I have a close aunt from my mom's side. Her house got totally trashed, so Philip's sister Taylor got inspired to do something about it.
Hello, I'm Rika from Japan, and I'm 17. What inspired me, I think, was last year when I joined the iEARN club. I heard that we'd be going to Morocco, so I joined. And then when I actually went to Morocco, when I listened to all the other countries' opinions and what they're doing for their projects, I felt like I wanted to do something too for to help save the world.
Like many kids in the world nowadays, I grew up with a knowledge that we were doing something to impact our environment. But it never really clicked for me because I never really had a face or had someone tell me that I could make a difference. I think a really big turning point for me becoming involved in the environment was when I was 13 and with my HERO project, I was given the opportunity to interview and meet the environmentalist Jean-Michel Cousteau. And being 13 and being a little girl and meeting this environmentalist who told me, this important adult who told me, I've given up on adults. I'm putting all my focus on youth because you are the ones who are really going to make a difference. You're going to be inheriting this planet, and you guys really need to do something. You need to be passionately involved in this issue. So that was kind of, I guess, the first time that I had really thought about the environment and become involved in it.
And can you keep both microphones on together? Wonderful. So you've each been inspired. Obviously, some of your stories directly relate to iEARN projects that you've been involved in, and some relate to people or natural disasters that have affected you or family members. I'd like for each of you to share the projects that you're currently involved in. What are the environmental projects that you're working on? As I said, whether that be in the classroom or in the world with other youth, with decision makers. And Slater, let's start with you. And you produced this incredible film, and I know that's part of the action that you've done. Can you talk to us about your projects, and also if you'd like to comment a bit on the film that you've created and the message that you're trying to share with that, and hopefully will impact many. Rika, you're involved in a lot of projects in Japan. Can you just help explain to everyone some of those environmental projects that you're working on and how students are making a difference?
In my school, we're doing the Equal School project, and we're trying to get all the students to get involved in eco projects, like separating trash or beach cleanups. Or we also do, the main thing we do is the Eco Cap project. We collect plastic bottle caps, and then we take these caps to the recycling industry, and the recycling industry, they turn these caps into building materials and oil. And they sell these building materials and oil, and the money earned from that is used to buy a vaccine for the children in need. So, and for every 400 caps, we can buy one vaccine. So we can recycle the caps, and we can also save children who need vaccine. And we're also calling out to all the students to use eco bags. We actually designed our own original eco bags, and we were selling them. If you want to see, I have one, my teacher has one in his room, so you can come to me later if you want to see. Yeah.
And can you explain how many people were involved in the project with the caps? I mean, how many were you able to collect, and what kind of impact did you guys have in terms of reach?
We started it as, I'm in the iEARN club, and we started it as a club, but we're trying to get the whole school to do it, and then like from the whole school, they can spread it to their home, their house, and their families and friends. And then I thought it would be really great if we could spread it to the whole place, Okinawa, and then we can keep spreading it until it'll go out to the world, and we can all.
And would you say, what would be the one thing that you learned, if you want to get someone else involved in this initiative, how would you convince them? What would you say?
What?
If you wanted to get someone to be part of the project, like let's say in your family or at home, or someone who didn't necessarily care about the environment, how did you get them to care, or how did you get to motivate them to be involved and to help?
I think like Mr. Yamazaki said earlier, there's a fourth R in the 3 R's: recycling, reusing, and reducing. The fourth R is rethink. And we need to rethink about if we really need all the things that we have that produce so much garbage. And we need to rethink about life itself. Yeah.
Thank you.